What if I told you there's a river in the Amazon that literally cooks anything alive that falls into it? I'm talking about water so hot it reaches 200 degrees Fahrenheit. That's near boiling point, flowing for 4 miles through the jungle, 400 miles from the nearest volcano. Scientists thought this was just a myth until one brave geologist risked his life to prove it exists. But that's just the beginning. Did you know there's an entire continent twice the size of India hiding beneath the Pacific Ocean? I'm about to blow your mind with 50 geography facts so unbelievable, so absolutely insane, that you'll question everything you thought you knew about our planet. Some of these discoveries are so recent that most people have never heard of them. If you're ready to have your reality completely shattered, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell icon, because what you're about to discover will leave you speechless. Trust me, your friends won't believe half of these facts. Let's dive right in. Fact 1. The River of Death. Deep in Peru's Amazon rainforest flows the Shanai Timpishka, a river so hot it kills everything that enters it. This thermal river reaches temperatures between 120 degrees Fahrenheit and 200 degrees Fahrenheit, stretching for 3.9 miles with depths of nearly 15 feet. Any animal that falls in is instantly cooked alive. The mystery? There's no volcano for 400 miles, yet geothermal springs deep underground create this deadly natural phenomenon. Fact 2. Earth's lost continent. Zealandia is a continent twice the size of India that's been hiding in plain sight beneath the Pacific Ocean. 94% of this massive landmass is completely submerged, with only New Zealand and New Caledonia peeking above the waves. Scientists only officially recognized Zealandia as a continent in 2017, despite it being right there all along. This underwater continent broke away from Australia around 85 million years ago and slowly sank beneath the waves. Fact 3. The Four-Country Standing Point. At Four Corners Monument in the United States, you can literally place each hand and foot in a different state. Arizona, Colorado, New Mexico, and Utah meet at this exact intersection. The only place on Earth where you can be in 4 states simultaneously. This monument was surveyed in 1868 using 19th century equipment, yet modern GPS shows it's incredibly accurate. It's also the only place in America where you can technically break the law in 4 states at once. Fact 4. The lightning capital of the world. Lake Maracaibo in Venezuela experiences the most intense lightning on the planet, with 260 storm days per year. The Catatumbo lightning produces up to 28 lightning flashes per minute in a never-ending natural fireworks show. This phenomenon occurs when trade winds collide with the Andes Mountains, creating perfect conditions for constant electrical storms. The lightning is so reliable that sailors have used it for navigation for centuries. Fact 5. The Impossible Island. In the Philippines, there's an island within a lake, on an island, within a lake, on another island. Vulcan Point sits within Crater Lake, which is on Taal Volcano Island, which sits in Taal Lake, on Luzon Island. It's like a geographical Russian nesting doll that defies logic and creates one of Earth's most bizarre natural formations. This unique structure was formed by multiple volcanic eruptions over thousands of years. Fact 6. The entire town under one roof. Whittier, Alaska is a town where almost everyone lives in the same building. A single 14-story structure housing nearly all 200 residents. Inside this vertical city, you'll find a post office, grocery store, school, church, and medical clinic all under one roof. Some residents go weeks without stepping outside, especially during the brutal Alaskan winters. The building was originally constructed as a military barracks during World War II. Fact 7. Russia versus an entire planet. Russia is so massive it covers 17 million square kilometers, larger than Pluto's entire surface area of 16.6 million square kilometers. You could literally place the entire dwarf planet on Russia, and it wouldn't even cover the whole country. Russia spans 11 time zones and stretches from Europe to Asia, making it larger than any other country by far. To put this in perspective, You could fit the United States into Russia almost twice. Fact 8. The sea, that isn't the Dead Sea, isn't actually a sea at all. It's a hypersaline lake so salty you can float on it without any swimming ability. Its extreme salt concentration is nearly 10 times saltier than the ocean, making it impossible for most life forms to survive. The water is so dense that it's virtually impossible to dive underwater, and the salt creates bizarre crystal formations along the shoreline. This natural wonder sits at the lowest point on Earth's surface. Fact 9. The flattest country on Earth. The Maldives is so flat that its highest natural point is just 2.4 meters above sea level. That's less than 8 feet. The entire country has only 5 meters difference between its highest and lowest points, making it flatter than a pancake. This extreme flatness makes the Maldives more vulnerable to rising sea levels than anywhere else on Earth. The country consists of 1,192 coral islands scattered across 26 atolls in the Indian Ocean. Fact 10. The secret underwater river beneath the Black Sea flows an underwater river complete with waterfalls, rapids, and riverbanks that would make it visible if it were on land. This hidden current is so massive that if it were on the surface, it would be the 6th largest river in the world by volume. The underwater river formed when dense, salty Mediterranean water flows beneath the less dense Black Sea water. Scientists discovered this phenomenon using advanced sonar technology and underwater vehicles. Fact 11. The growing mountain Mount Everest grows approximately 4 millimeters taller every year due to tectonic plate movement as the Indian plate continues pushing into the Eurasian plate. That means future climbers will face an even greater challenge as the world's highest peak continues its relentless rise into the sky. The mountain has grown over 20 centimeters since Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay first conquered it in 1953. This growth shows no signs of slowing down anytime soon. Fact 12. The desert that was paradise. 10,000 years ago, the Sahara Desert was a lush green landscape filled with lakes, rivers, and thriving civilizations with abundant wildlife. This period, called the African Humid Period, ended when Earth's orbit shifted, transforming paradise into the world's largest hot desert. Fact 13. The snake-free continent Antarctica is the only continent on Earth completely free of snakes due to its extreme cold temperatures that make survival impossible for reptiles. The continent's average temperature of -49 degrees Celsius creates our planet's only guaranteed snake-free landmass spanning 14 million square kilometers. Fact 14. The lake that holds 1/5 of Earth's water lake. Baikal in Russia contains nearly 20% of the world's total freshwater supply in a single massive body of water. This ancient lake is 1,642 meters deep and 25 million years old. So vast that if you drained it completely, all rivers on Earth would need an entire year to fill it back up. The lake is home to over 2,000 species of plants and animals, most found nowhere else on Earth. Its water is so pure you can drink it directly from the lake. Fact 15. The backwards country name. Despite its name, over 80% of Greenland is covered by a massive ice sheet, making it one of Earth's most inhospitable places. This naming was likely a Viking marketing trick by Eric the Red to attract settlers to his new discovery. Meanwhile, Iceland is relatively green compared to its icy-sounding name, creating one of geography's greatest naming ironies. The Greenland ice sheet contains enough water to raise global sea levels by 7 meters if it completely melted. Fact 16. The two-continent city Istanbul is one of the few cities that spans 2 continents, with the Bosphorus Strait dividing the city between Europe and Asia. Thousands of people literally commute between continents every day, like crossing a normal street using bridges and ferries. The city has been a crucial link between East and West for over 2,000 years throughout various empires. You can eat breakfast in Europe and lunch in Asia without leaving the same city. Fact 17. The one-person city Monowai, Nebraska has a population of exactly 1 person. Elsie Eiler, who serves as the town's mayor, librarian, and bartender simultaneously. She runs the only business, signs her own licenses, and holds solo town meetings. Officially, a one-woman government. Fact 18. The country bigger than the moon. Australia's diameter from east to west is approximately 4,000 kilometers, making it wider than the Moon's 3,474-kilometer diameter across its surface. Fact 19. The Midnight Sun City Svalbard. Norway experiences continuous daylight for weeks during summer due to its extreme northern location above the Arctic Circle. In summer, the sun never sets. In winter, it never rises, creating months of light or darkness that reshape daily life. Fact 20. The continent in all hemispheres, Africa, is the only continent present in all 4 hemispheres: northern, southern, eastern, and western simultaneously. It's truly centered on Earth, intersected by the equator and prime meridian, and holds 54 nations and over 1.3 billion people. Fact 21. The population paradox: California has nearly the same population as all of Canada, despite being just one US state versus an entire country. Despite its smaller size, California's 39 million people match Canada's 40 million, packed into a much tighter space, making its population density far more intense. Fact 22. The deepest hole on Earth. The Kola Superdeep borehole in Russia plunges 12,262 meters into Earth's crust, deeper than the highest mountains are tall. Temperatures hit 180 degrees Celsius, halting progress, but not before scientists found ancient plankton and discovered rock acts like plastic at that depth. Fact 23. The pyramid champion Sudan has more pyramids than Egypt, with over 200 ancient structures compared to Egypt's 118 more famous monuments. Built by the Kingdom of Kush, these smaller yet more numerous pyramids blend Egyptian and Nubian styles and remain a hidden treasure. Fact 24. The gravity anomaly. Hudson Bay in Canada has significantly weaker gravity than anywhere else on Earth due to massive ice sheets that compress the land. As the crust rebounds from the Ice Age, this rare gravity dip even affects satellites, offering insight into Earth's physical evolution. Fact 25. The world's largest living thing. The Great Barrier Reef isn't just the largest coral system, it's the largest living structure on Earth, stretching over 2,300 kilometers. Home to thousands of species, it's visible from space, but faces serious threats from climate change and human activity. Fact 26. The time zone impossibility. China operates on a single time zone despite spanning 3.7 million square miles from east to west across 5 geographical time zones. This means places in far west China experience sunrise hours after Beijing, creating surreal daily life patterns. Fact 27. The non-rectangular flag. Nepal is the only country with a non-rectangular national flag, featuring a unique double triangle design that represents the Himalayan mountains. Its shape reflects Hindu and Buddhist culture, and the geometric proportions make it one of the most mathematically unique flags in the world. Fact 28. The northern population squeeze. Nearly 90% of Earth's 8 billion people live in the northern hemisphere, with about 6.57 billion people residing north of the equator. This is due to larger landmasses and more temperate climates, while vast areas like Antarctica remain nearly uninhabited. Fact 29. The mirror world. Bolivia's Salar de Uyuni becomes the world's largest mirror during rainy season when covered with a thin layer of water. It reflects the sky so perfectly that satellites use it for calibration. And during dry months, it forms vast hexagonal salt patterns. Fact 30. The largest forest secret. The world's largest forest isn't the Amazon. It's the taiga, a boreal forest spanning 17 million square kilometers across Russia, Canada, and Scandinavia. It produces 30% of Earth's oxygen and stores immense carbon, making it vital for the planet's health. Yet it remains little known. Fact 31. The disappearing country. The Maldives could become the first country to completely disappear due to climate change and rising sea levels within 50 to 100 years. With most of the land just 1.5 meters above sea level, Even minor ocean rise puts the entire nation at risk. Fact 32. The underwater waterfall. Mauritius has an underwater waterfall illusion created by sand and silt deposits flowing into the ocean's depths through underwater currents. From the air, it looks like water plunging into an abyss. An optical illusion caused by a steep ocean shelf drop-off. Fact 33. The coldest inhabited place. Oymyakon, Russia in Siberia, regularly reaches -60 degrees Celsius, -76 degrees Fahrenheit in winter, making it the coldest permanently inhabited place on Earth. Engines run constantly, vodka freezes, and survival depends on hunting, fishing, and intense adaptation to the cold. Fact 34. The moving stones. Death Valley's sailing stones mysteriously move across the desert floor, leaving perfectly straight trails behind them without any apparent cause. They glide due to rare ice sheets and wind. A strange mix of weather that moves rocks weighing hundreds of pounds. Fact 35. The Blood Falls. Antarctica's Blood Falls releases bright red water that looks like blood flowing from Taylor Glacier into Lake Bonny below. The color comes from iron-rich, oxygen-free water that's been sealed underground for millions of years. Fact 36. The Boiling Lake. Dominica's Boiling Lake is the world's second-largest hot spring with water temperatures reaching 92 degrees Celsius, 197 degrees Fahrenheit, near the edges. Fueled by volcanic heat, the center bubbles too violently to measure, making it one of the most extreme lakes on Earth. Fact 37. The vertical city Hong Kong has more skyscrapers than any other city, with over 500 buildings taller than 150 meters reaching toward the sky. With mountains and water-limiting land, the city grew upward, creating a skyline more packed than New York or Dubai. Fact 38. The invisible border. The border between Sweden and Norway is marked by a 2,000-kilometer cleared strip of forest that's visible from space. This 6-meter-wide cut through dense wilderness acts as both a boundary marker and a firebreak. Fact 39. The floating islands. Lake Titicaca in Peru has floating islands made entirely of totora reeds that have supported the Uros people for over 500 years. These handmade islands are rebuilt constantly and can be moved across the lake when needed. A floating way of life. Fact 40. The glowing beach. The Maldives' Vaadhu Island has a beach that glows brilliant blue at night due to bioluminescent phytoplankton in the water. Each movement triggers tiny flashes, lighting up footsteps like stars on the shore. Fact 41. The door to hell. Turkmenistan's Darvaza gas crater has been burning continuously since 1971, when Soviet engineers accidentally created this 70-meter-wide pit of fire. They set the leaking gas on fire, expecting it to burn off in days, but it's still blazing over 50 years later. Fact 42. The Colored Lakes. Indonesia's Kelimutu volcano has 3 crater lakes that change colors unpredictably from blue to green, black, or red due to volcanic activity. The lakes each hold different mineral levels and gases, creating this constantly shifting natural spectacle. Fact 43. The largest cave. Vietnam's Son Doong Cave is so enormous it has its own weather system and could fit a 40-story skyscraper inside its chambers. It holds rivers, jungles, and towering rock formations, and wasn't even discovered until 2009. Fact 44. The Magnetic Hill. New Brunswick's Magnetic Hill creates an optical illusion where cars appear to roll uphill against gravity when in neutral gear. The landscape tricks your eyes. What's actually a downhill slope looks like an uphill climb. Fact 45. The Chocolate Hills. The Philippines' Chocolate Hills consist of 1,776 perfectly cone-shaped hills that turn brown during dry season, resembling chocolate kisses scattered across the landscape. Their origin remains a mystery, but erosion and coral limestone are the leading theories. Fact 46. The Singing Dunes. Some sand dunes around the world, sing, or hum when disturbed, producing musical tones that can be heard for miles. The sound comes from dry grains sliding down at specific angles, turning sand into a desert instrument. Fact 47. The Endless Cave. Kentucky's Mammoth Cave system has over 640 kilometers of mapped passages, making it the longest known cave system on Earth. Formed over millions of years, it's still being explored, with new chambers found regularly. Fact 48. The Backwards Waterfall. Ireland's cliffs of Moher sometimes feature waterfalls that flow upward due to powerful Atlantic winds that can exceed 100 kilometers per hour. During storms, water gets blown back up the cliff, creating a misty, upside-down waterfall. Fact 49. The Spotted Lake, Canada's Spotted Lake, becomes a polka-dotted landscape during summer when water evaporates, leaving behind colorful mineral deposits in perfect circles. The lake is sacred to First Nations and contains some of the highest mineral concentrations on Earth. Fact 50. The Inverted Waterfall. Faroe Islands' waterfalls sometimes flow upward due to strong coastal winds that can literally reverse the direction of falling water. During fierce storms, the ocean winds blast water back into the sky, defying gravity and turning waterfalls into rising mist. It's rare, dramatic, and unforgettable. One of Earth's most mind-bending sights. There you have it. 50 geography facts that prove our planet is far stranger, more mysterious, and more incredible than we ever imagined. From rivers that literally cook you alive to hidden continents beneath our oceans, Earth is packed with secrets that challenge everything we thought we knew. Which fact absolutely blew your mind? Was it the boiling river of death, the lost continent of Zealandia, or maybe the fact that Russia is bigger than an entire planet? Drop a comment below and let me know. If you loved discovering these mind-bending geographical mysteries, smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. Trust me, we're just getting started with the incredible secrets our planet holds.